It's time to bring power to the house. So hopefully in the next few days, we'll have an electrician out here to help us get the panel installed in the house and then start wiring the garage. We have a dream that we'll be able to do some of the SIP wiring too, but may or may not happen. So up until now, if you haven't been following us for a long time, you'll know that we were off grid for about 3 years or so. And we brought grid power in because we were looking at the future of this house and where we wanted to be and our experience with grid power. We did an entire video on all that stuff. If you haven't already watched that, we'll link to it. Give it a look. Kind of share our experience and our thinking behind bringing grid power onto the property, some of the hurdles, and some of the successes, what it's done for us. But the problem is we brought secondary power to the meter here and we stopped. The transformer is a ground transformer, and so our power is currently at the meter and the house is over there. We're about 200 feet from the house, something like that, and we've got to bury a conduit and then we'll pull the wire over to the house. Some of you who've been following us for a while might be curious, how's the grid power cost treating us? Right now we've been using grid power for almost 4 months and we have used 1,235 kilowatt hours. So at the power company's rates, we have used $105 in 4 months. So our power bill's been 26 bucks a month, of course, plus the base service charge. Can't get around that. But the good news is we haven't had to worry about it. For example, last night we were canning in the garage until nearly midnight. So that's been worth it for us. It's definitely given us some freedoms that we didn't have before, and perhaps the greatest freedom is the freedom from stress and worry about whether our batteries are dead or frozen. For example, 26 degrees last night, I probably would have been keeping an eye on our battery bank, trying to make sure it wasn't dead or dying. And of course, that's hard on batteries. So Alyssa's gonna jump out. We've got to kind of talk over a little bit more clearly where we're gonna run this conduit. As you guys know, we've been putting services all over the property and certainly don't have a lot of options that are ideal for this. So hopefully she can give me a hand. We'll kind of line it out and then we'll start digging. So according to our records, there's 6 feet between our septic tank and the beginning of our leach field. And our leach field is 6 feet by 60 feet long. So our tank is here, and that's the beginning of the tank. And I believe the tank's about this long. So I think our drain field is starting right here, and it goes 60 feet that way, and it's about 10 feet or so from the hillside. We'll have to do a little measuring and kind of find out where that terminates before we start digging, obviously. Oh boy, what do we got here?
When I came outside, to get eggs out of the house or whatever, it was raining off the roof, and I think that's because
frost
or like water froze.
It was frost
or something.
Look at that. Wow. That's thick. Full 3/8 inch.
That's why Bugaboo weaseled his way under the covers.
That is exactly why. Oh wow, didn't see that coming. I guess I should have looked around a little more. I guess there's not really any water standing on the property, but yeah, that jives with 26. Ooh. Well, look at that. We got ourselves a relic. Yeah. Hey buddy, you're frozen in ice, dude.
Right, poor guy.
You're like preserved, man. Look at this guy trying to escape.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Holy cow.
Oh no, there's a third over there. Wow, look at this. 29 degrees, y'all. Looks great.
Chard's holding its own. Definitely a better cold weather plant. Definitely looks like the nasturtiums, marigolds, tomatoes, peppers.
Everything else looks bad.
Potatoes.
The carrots look amazing.
Carrots
look
are doing
how green
good.
They are.
So before I forget to tell you, don't forget about the yellow jacket's nest here. Yeah. They've done a good job of that. So
yeah, that's crazy.
We're probably going to get them somewhat riled up digging around here, but hopefully they'll be fine. We probably should move a lot of that wood first, kind of get the path clear, and then I think you were going to do some of the digging, right?
I think.
Right. So let's dig along here till we get to the corner of the firewood, and then I think we could even try to push that wood up a little bit, and then basically right where the extension cords turn, straight shot to the cabin, and then we'll make a turn at the cabin and we'll go straight for the corner of the house.
Okay.
And I think that's the minimal amount of legs that we can put in there. And I think when they said pulling the wire, I think it's going to be 4/0, 4/0, 2/0, which is big wire. Okay, let's not call it wire. Let's call it cable.
Yeah.
I think cable's a more appropriate word. And they want to pull that with minimal amounts of twists in the conduit. I think that'll work good. So we don't have to go off grid for a day.
Thank God.
Ah! Woo!
That'd be so terrible.
I think we should run the power cord kind of high, or even on that side of the sawmill.
Oh, right,
and then
crackpot.
Yeah, and then just beeline for the house. Yeah, so you might end up just moving the cords that are by the cabin around the other side, kind of past the garden, and then move the orange cord over that way, and I think it'll be well clear of all the digging today. That way we can still juice.
And crockpot.
And crockpot. Yes, guys, we are on the tit, and we cannot get off. We can, we just choose not to. The good news is our battery bank's still active, so if we wanted to, we could, but So I forgot to mention earlier that I believe electrical code says that in order to be legal, your conduit must be 18 inches to the top of the conduit. And I believe we're burying 2.5-inch conduit just to make the pull easier. Conduit's pretty cheap. 2.5 inches generous. So I think that's what we're burying here. It's hard because in rocky soil, you don't dig an inch, you dig a foot. So I'm looking for a good average. I want to make sure that we're consistently below 20 inches at the bottom so that we're 18 inches-ish at the top of the conduit. Back toward the panel, if we have to, we'll backfill a little extra. It's kind of a weird area back there, and I believe we want to kind of build that up anyway. Looking pretty good so far. Block it out! Probably this one?
That one?
Yeah. Okay. You gotta boom in. Keep going. You gotta get in. Hey. Dipper. Dipper. There you go. I think that's it. Good work. Feels like we cleaned out the metaphorical sawmill basement.
Right?
We just went through all this like cobwebby dust collecting stuff, but one day soon, that would be amazing. It's not gonna happen, but it sure would be nice to knock this all out into something. Get all this kind of boneyardy stuff cleaned up. A lot of good wood there, we just don't have a use for it right now. We're not sure what we're gonna use it for. Are you up for doing some digging?
I am.
Okay.
But for the sake of time, like if I'm not getting there,
Sure.
you know, it's good. I think it's good to practice.
Yeah,
you know?
this is it's a straight line, consistent depth,
Yeah.
it's level, you can't really tip over.
Right.
That's all good.
Theory.
You got it.
Is that good? Looks good.
Oh yeah, it's a good looking scoop. Thankfully, we've got probably 2.5, almost 3 hours of daylight left. So this is a fantastic opportunity for Alyssa just to play around and have fun. And as soon as she's not having fun anymore, I think I'll probably take over. But I know she wants to learn this stuff. Does she love it or enjoy it? I wouldn't say not really, but she's at least willing to pinch in and help out. And it gives me a chance to kind of do other things, which is nice, like film and take the pressure off of her. I think she might have started some juice, and if she didn't, I might run in and grab that. But of course, as soon as she's ready, I'll jump back on the backhoe.
Wow, it's so rich.
Yeah.
The smells good. Can I try it?
Yeah. To getting our power.
That's good.
Nailed it.
Very beady.
It is beady. So how's it going out there?
Without using profanity, I am very angry. I'm done. I'm so done. That's why I came in here. Like, I'm over it.
Really? Okay.
It doesn't matter what I do. I get what all the controls do, and I get how to take a scoop.
Yep.
In theory, but it's not working.
Sure.
So I back up like 10 feet. I take
Yep.
one scoop, and the whole backhoe,
Zhoop.
with bucket down and everything, just pulls me right back. So like
Okay.
I'm stuck in this one spot. So I literally have maybe gone a foot in half an hour.
Okay. Well,
So
welcome to
I
the
want to
ranks.
learn, but out of respect
will.
for us getting this project done today, like it's time I just.
You'll get there. Yep, and the 4-stick is not the easiest thing to learn, so don't feel bad at all. Most people can't even run them because they're 4 separate controls. So
Very hard on the mind.
no worries.
I
Okay.
didn't take over cleaning this, but thank you for
Yeah.
choosing this.
Yeah, I think this is nice. Okay, yeah, I'll drink my juice and I'll get on there and.
That's really refreshing.
I think it's good. Maybe a little more orange wouldn't hurt. I was a little shy on the orange juice, but
Yeah, it's okay.
maybe a little dash of apple juice in there. Yeah.
Maybe next time. I'm happy with it.
Okay.
I think you did good.
Yay! Hey guys, let's see if we can get this trench done before dark. We got about 2.5 hours and we've got about 150 feet to go. I think it's doable. And Alyssa's gonna grab us some fuel because we're down to about a quarter of a tank. So. Bye, Alyssa. Bye. Well, I think we're probably 150 feet. So we've got maybe another 100 to go. I think it's a little over 200 feet actually, because we're kind of going the long way. We're probably, 150. Looks good. I've got to chill out. I'm gonna run out of fuel. Melissa should be back here pretty quick. And then hopefully we can get this thing buttoned up. I know we haven't forgotten about all this rock. Did you guys forget about it? Nah. Oh yeah, fuel has arrived. What? Good timing, love. I'm thirsty, and by me I mean the backhoe.
Oh, I was gonna say, I hope it wasn't supposed to bring me something. Or did you run out?
I didn't run out. You don't run diesels out of gas.
Oh, okay.
That's bad.
Cool. Well, I can just toss them out or.
Yep, I'll take them.
That's so crazy. That would take me like 3 months.
No, you'd figure it out.
You think?
Like everything
You have
else,
faith in me?
it'd take you a week to go 10 feet, and then the next week you'd go 1,000 feet. Yep.
You know what's funny? You know what song was on the radio that I haven't heard in like years on the radio?
Oh.
She thinks my tractor's sexy.
Oh. Oh
right?
yeah.
And backhoe fits in there.
Oh yeah.
Perfectly.
She thinks my ditch digging sexy.
I do.
I done dig a ditch sexy
That's pretty
like.
good. Way better than what I would have done.
Yep. Glug 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 glug.
Looks so weird having a trench like in the middle of our property. Bugaboo's gonna be in for quite the surprise when he wakes up from his nap. Wow, this is where I wear boots. 2 seconds for that to happen. Gosh. Freaking annoying. Whoa. Back in action.
Back in business. Gotta make dirt. It feels so like when we were making the timber frame.
Yeah.
Like the days are getting shorter fast. Like 10 minutes a day.
I'm gonna link to what we were doing a year ago at this time.
Yeah, it's cold, cold, cold in the morning.
It was, yeah.
And then you're like burning up
Yep.
at like 2 o'clock because it's like blistering hot. Not really, it's like 50 degrees. Yeah, and then as soon as the sun goes around the corner, it's like,
Yep.
yeah. Except for the difference is we're not working by Milwaukee work lights right now because
That's
we're not
true.
steaming toward a timber frame workshop.
And
so.
we slept until we were rested.
Yep. But I still feel like that winter's coming feeling.
Oh, it's coming. That's a good looking trench, y'all. Way better than I would have done. Good thing I fired myself. I'm gonna do something really disgusting. Are you ready? Because I can. Some of you will really appreciate this. Oh yeah.
Guys, we're done with the trench. Get this thing wrapped up. Looks like a beautiful sunset. Sun's going down. Tomorrow, conduit. It's been a long time since I've walked over a bridge on a trench. So reminiscent of last year when our trench was open. That bridge is super important because how's Bugaboo gonna get home? Bugaboo is totally gonna be lost when he walks up. He's gonna be like, meow meow, what in the world? So tomorrow morning, I'll be on my way to get conduit and we'll get that laid in here and get it glued up and then we can get it backfilled. There's a theory that in about 3 days or so, the electricians will be here to pull the wire for the house. We don't have to wait for that. We can get the conduit in the ground, get it inspected and get it backfilled. That way we can have our driveway and our parking and all that back. We won't want to be without that for very long. A, it's annoying, and B, we need to bring water, stuff like that. So I think it's time to wind down, maybe fire up the hot tub for a few minutes, check on Alyssa. I think she's working hard on video for you guys. We always appreciate her effort on that. I think she wants to be more helpful with this stuff out here, but video is always important too. So I guess we'll see you guys mañana. I almost forgot. We've been running on solar all day. Wonder how the batteries are doing. We're putting a little bit of load on them, but not much. But man, that's pretty pathetic. 2 amps of current and they're down to 12 volts. Womp, womp, womp. I hooked you back to the power grid.
Yay!
You can use all the electric things.
Sweet. I conserved.
You did good.
I needed heat more than a big monitor, so I left the heater on and the light on.
All right. Have fun with all your electricity.
Oh, I will.
Goodbye. Speak of the little turd. Hey, look what I made for you today, Bugaboo. What do you think? Huh? Are you going to check it out? Are you going to run away from me? I see a lot of your butt these days. Yeah. Bugaboo, I put a bridge up for you so you can get around, okay? Okay? Do you want me to see? I'll show you where it is. Okay, come on. Come on. Come on. It's right here. Come on. He's still looking. Where in the world do you get across this silly trench? Bugaboo. Hi.
Oh, has Bugaboo seen the trench yet?
Oh yeah. Hi dude. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? What you been up to? Think you'll ever find the bridges?